First question, how many bodies?
You see?
Do you know where your name came from?
My sister got it off of some show.
90210?
Yes, that. I'm like, who is this girl? I hope
you
she
watch
watches.
this.
I hope you're watching this.
Craziest interaction you've had with someone.
The security was really like on me, pushing and shoving, and I'm just like, what the? Like, it was crazy. And I had to tell him, like, yo, chill out. Let me, interact with them. Like, let me take pictures. But at the same time, I was like, wow, this is awesome.
3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? This is Los Cut It. You're in the Cut episode. Got the co-host today is Mr. Carlos, directed by Los. Shout out to Ruben. He couldn't make it to this episode because it is 11 in the morning. But with that being said, our guest today is an exciting guest. I'm so excited to finally have her here. She is popping. She just got over 20 million views for a 10-second clip. With that being said, I want to introduce the one and only, my girl, my sister, Allison Cuts. What's up, girl? What's up?
How are you guys?
I'm chilling.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You look
exciting.
you look so ready for only being 11.
Yeah, was this
I'm
was this
ready.
your airport outfit or did
No.
you
No, I changed.
She got ready. She did her makeup.
Did some squats.
Some squat.
Nice.
All at headquarters. Now I'm capping on all the breakfast and the. Oh, you did have breakfast.
I did have breakfast.
But you didn't cook it here.
No.
What did you eat for breakfast? Since I can't.
Chorizo and egg burrito.
I thought you said you had enchiladas.
No, they didn't have.
From
no,
where?
I wanted chilaquiles.
Oh,
But they didn't.
Airport?
Huh? No, the Mexican restaurant.
Oh,
here,
okay,
yeah.
nice.
dude.
But,
I know the best chilaquiles you'll ever have down the street from here, and the best tacos you'll ever have down the street from here too.
Okay, we have
That's
to
a
go
heavy statement,
because
Rose.
in Miami they don't have any of that.
The duck you had duck tacos.
I had.
Do you think she'll enjoy them?
I think so.
Right.
Allison,
they have-
you're into like hot, spicy Mexican.
Oh
food?
yeah, I can eat like the jalapenos, like just like pickles.
Hell
But
yeah.
I don't like
That's
pickles.
what's up.
Yeah.
Like with no food, just by itself. Like you go in your fridge, you just grab a jalapeno.
I have to have like
Yeah,
a
what is
sandwich
Allison- What
or,
is
like,
Allison
a
Cuts actually?
You know what? There's times where I crave a Big Mac. I know McDonald's is like, ugh, but there's days where I crave a Big Mac. So what I'll do is, on like a heavy leg day, I'll go to McDonald's.
Ooh.
I'll get a Big Mac, and then I'll go to Walmart or Target. They don't have them at Target. Walmart or Publix, and I'll buy like the little jars of the pickled jalapenos.
What?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
like the
it's
sauce,
like a
right? The
mission.
secret sauce.
Yes, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
fire.
mission, but yeah.
No.
Like me and Ricky always like, hey, let's go get like a blueberry pie from McDonald's or some
They have
chicken
blueberry
nuggets.
pie?
Right, I was
They
gonna
do.
say I didn't know they had blueberry. Nice.
Right, we were talking about this last time. Like some people look down upon it, but I'm like, dude, just casually here and there.
Right?
Here,
There's nothing wrong.
Nothing where it's like you gotta like, kill your.
I mean, dude, a lot of rich celebrities have a burger once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why they're successful, Los?
Why?
They're so convenient because they're everywhere. It's cheap and it's good. So it's all three of them.
The convenience, 100%. But the one thing that my guy, shout out to my guy Turo, who's in incredible shape. This guy's, I'm gonna put a little clip of him right here about how great and how he eats. So shout out to you, Turo. This guy says, and it always stuck with me. It says your body's gonna look 90% of what you do, not the 10% that you don't do. So if you eat that one, fast food here and
Here
there,
and there.
Everything
Yeah,
about
no,
diet.
it's here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you always been this like, kind of like a health nut in a sense? Because I see you sometimes like
she's aware.
aware of
Yeah,
like
You're aware.
I am.
what to eat and be
Here and
careful.
there. Like I have my, off
Snatched.
snatch.
I know
What
a lot
does
of
she do?
people follow you, but just to give
Allison's one of the hottest barbers as far as just in general,
Thanks.
and she won the battle on her Barber vs. TV. I know that for a fact. She did a few years back, got Rookie of the Year. She does SMP now. She's level 3 ambassador. She's out here doing her thing, and I don't think it has a lot to do with just because she's a girl, you gotta give you more props. I
Right.
think just in general, the props is there because there's barbers out there that are guys that still haven't done the things that you were able to do. Do you remember the conversation that we had when you were about to do SMP? You probably don't. I probably went one year and out the other. But
No.
I had to tell you.
But no, go ahead, tell me. Refresh.
Oh no, I just basically told you because you had asked me my opinion on if you should do SMP.
Yes.
And I told you, I was like, my personal opinion is that if you're gonna learn something like that, you're gonna pretty much put yourself behind a chair longer because you're gonna be doing
Correct.
something new, taking new clients.
Right.
I felt at the time and still feel today that I'm like, I think you as a person are more valuable than to just be stuck behind the chair. But
Right.
then you made your points about planning, making your money and doing all
Right,
this and all that.
Yeah.
Because you moved to Miami, right? From where?
From El Paso.
Man,
Yeah.
That's dramatic.
Miami's high right now.
I moved from I went from El Paso to West Palm, and then West Palm. I live in Hollywood, Florida now.
Okay, how far is that from Miami?
Like 25 minutes.
Oh, nice. So
30
you're
minutes.
away from all that.
Oh
right?
yeah. So like I'm near Miami, but I'm not in the mix
Oh.
because the traffic is crazy. It's just like a whole nother world.
It's like 30 minutes away from Miami or something, right?
Yeah, it's Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood,
Right.
Miami.
And you're not paying like the Miami taxes when you're living there
I
in a
mean,
sense.
everything's just overpriced.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything. It's crazy. But
did
I mean,
you
you
know-
pay to live in paradise.
Plus, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, Los. I heard it's screwed up out there right now. It's flooded, right?
Yeah, I did get flooded.
In Miami, like where you're at, or
I
no?
think it was Fort Lauderdale.
It's bad. I seen the airport. The
It
airport's
was
like.
Yeah, I've seen videos of like
crazy.
just cars.
Did you guys get any of that like rain? No.
I know I got a lot of rain.
Oh, okay.
We got a lot of rain, but it didn't get flooded where I live. Thank God.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Thank God. I mean, I hear it's bad. A lot of people are
It was like
oblivious.
downtown, I think.
Yeah. So, let's get back to just giving value, man, because this is what I want on this podcast. I want you to give value to the people out there. What would you recommend? One, not just being a female, and not just being a female barber, but just a person in general that left El Paso and just moved to Miami. What were some cool things that you think to yourself like, yeah, I'm glad I did it, but what are some things you wish you would have known doing that decision?
It wasn't really. I didn't really sit too much on it. It was kind of just like
Impulsive, just real quick.
It was real quick.
Damn.
So a little bit backtrack. Mr. Ayuso,
Mr. Low Fade,
Low
yeah.
Fade, yeah. So Low Fade, he opened a barbershop in El Paso. He reached out to me, and at the time I was working at a salon. So he reached out to me. He said, "Hey, come to my shop. I'll teach you how to cut." And I was like, I mean, I know a little bit, but not like crazy. He's like, "Don't worry, I got you."
Huh.
I went in there. He gave me a client, and he was just like, "You told me you knew how to cut." And I was like, "Well, I mean, I kind of do." He was like, "Girl, you know what?" He taught me in about 6 months. I picked it up in 6 months. I was taking in walk-ins. It was just, everything was going good. Everything was booming. It was just like great. He moved the barbershop. We stayed there for a year, and then he told me, "Hey, I'm closing it down. So do you want to buy it? What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going to Florida." He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm going to Florida."
So why Florida?
I went prior to that, I went to, what was it, 2 to 3 years prior to that, and on vacation. And I loved it. And I'm like, man, to live here, like, it would be so dope. And it was like the right opportunity when he said, "I'm closing." I didn't want to go to another barbershop in El Paso. I said, I'm gone.
I've only been to El Paso once.
Rents? Yeah.
one time.
I mean, it's home for me, of course. It's, where I was born and raised, but I just felt like I had to, elevate.
Did you know you wanted to do hair from square one?
I did.
Yeah.
Women's hair or men's hair?
Women's.
What was it about hair that really called your attention?
It was hair and makeup. So like for homecoming prom, I would hook up with my friend. I would hook up my friends, makeup with the look. Yeah, exactly. And it just,
because there's a lot that transition from makeup to hair or vice versa, right, Los? I mean, you've seen a lot of makeup artists that.
Oh, 100%.
yeah, I
know they ask you about
it
color
like
too.
divided. I think makeup and hair is not really.
It's all its own, but it can definitely come together. Like you bring a makeup artist for anything you do is always good. But so any advice? Because I know there's got to be people out there that are looking to make moves like you did. Because to some people, I mean, I've met people that have never been on a plane or never left their neighborhood, and I'm just like, oh, to me, I couldn't imagine being in that lifestyle. But if you had people that were scared trying to make the move, what would your
Honestly,
words?
it was like a leap of faith for me. So, growing up, my dad always, told me, take risks.
Nice.
You're going to regret not doing it, then be there and regret doing it, right? So if it doesn't work out for you, come home. Or,
Ooh, I like that.
you know what I mean? Hey, it doesn't work out. If you don't like it, come home.
And that's just that
then,
comfort, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I had his blessing. I had my family's blessing. And I literally packed my clothes and I moved.
Okay, did you know anybody out there?
Mark Marrero.
Mark the Barber.
Mark the Barber. He's the only person that I knew.
What?
Only person. And I called him and I said, hey, Mark, I want to move to Florida. You have an open, chair at your shop. And he was like, what, for real? And I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. And he's like, well, who are you coming with? And I'm like, myself. And he was like, what? Like, he was like, for real? And I'm like, I'm serious. He's like, I got you. He started making flyers. He started posting me. When I got to his shop, it was like a welcoming
event.
Yeah, for me. Like, he had it all for me. I had, clients, stuff like that. So
dude, that's
you started off at a good start.
I always started off at a good start. I mean, I had to build the clientele again. So I did have to start from like the bottom, know, but
you got a lot of help.
Yeah, I had a lot
So
of help.
what was going through your mind when you decided to make that transition to Miami? That some people may have struggles. What can you say to someone that wants to do that for themselves?
To move to like
To
any other, honestly, just do it. Like, I feel like if you're scared, if you're, you start second guessing yourself, it's like you're gonna get intimidated, and I feel like just go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was easier for me as well because I don't have kids, I don't have a family.
How old are you?
29. I'll be 30 in August.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, and I swear to God, I'm not just saying this to be nice. I thought you were young. I thought you were I thought you were like 25, 26, somewhere around that ball. Maybe I met you because you were that young, right? I don't know. But not, damn, you're about to hit them 30s.
August, I'll be 30.
So what is the goal for Allison Cuts? You're about to be in your 30s. I'm assuming you're publicly single. I'm not sure if you're talking to anybody. But what is your goal? Do you want to have a family one day? Do you want to have kids?
I do, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Kids, I was always like, It was always
same.
like a 50-50.
It's like the older you get, the more you're like, nah. Right?
Well, it's different for me.
True.
Now
Facts.
I'm like, man, maybe just one. Back, like a couple years ago, I'm like, I don't want kids. I was set on not having kids. I don't want kids. I'm good. I'll be the fun auntie. Like, I'll spoil,
give them back.
Give them back. For you keep them for an hour or two, and then they start crying, and you're like, all right, you gotta go. Mm-hmm. But now, as I'm older, I feel like, man, maybe I do want one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is it about you that has that side of you that gives that idea of like, maybe I do want it?
It's the age, man. You get older.
It's the age, yeah. And my mom, she's like, come on, no más uno. And I'm like, Mom, are you gonna take care of him? You're gonna take care of him when I'm traveling? Tráemelo. Yes, I'll take care of him. I'm like,
Cap.
Yeah. Okay.
All times caps.
But I don't know now. Yeah, now that I'm older, I'm like, but I do want a family, of course. Yeah,
that's dope.
I do. I want to like.
Can we, piggyback on your question, Los? I guess another great question to ask is like, what drives you? What drives Allison Cuts to get up in the morning and make something happen?
You be
What's
active.
that
You be so active. So yeah.
Honestly, just.
Because I know you talked about family, so
yeah.
I'm sure there's something in there that's like.
My dad has been probably like one of my biggest like motivations, and I see the drive that he has, and what he did for us. So I feel like, not that I have to do it in return for him, but I want to make him happy. Like he's always been such a hard worker. He's always gave us everything we wanted. He worked hard for it. Even if he didn't have it, he still, gave us what we asked for and stuff like that. So I just feel like, now it's my turn. I want to provide for my dad one day. I want to, and my parents, my mom as well. My mom has always been like there for me. But my mom and we have a different relationship. My mom and I, we have like that cool relationship where we can like
talk about anything,
and talk shit, And with my dad, it's a little bit more like not serious, but
respectful.
Like respectful.
Yeah,
respectful. There you go.
I get what you mean.
But with my mom is a little different. But so I had that great balance growing up.
That's awesome.
With my parents, so just making them proud and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty common theme for a lot of immigrants like us, right? You want to make your family.
Yeah, they come here, they help us out, so we try to give back. I know that's still my goal. I hope I can do it eventually. But speaking on other things, so to me, you've always been a hit since you first started coming out in the barber scene. I remember from Paso days, but lately you just been popping off. And I'm assuming it had to do with a lot of SMP stuff you're doing too. but talk to me about that 20 million view video that hit, that went crazy. I remember clicking on your story and you would post like 1 million and then 5 million and then 10 million and then 20. I was like, damn.
It went crazy.
How's your DM box look right now? Like, I know that's gotta be crazy.
You know what? It's crazy that it's not as crazy as you think.
Oh.
Like at the beginning, it was, but
Bunch of weirdos.
Can you give us like a good percentage of like what is like
Yeah.
inspiring versus what's work?
Is it? Hold on.
man.
Is it? Give us a percentage from weirdos, actual people that are really thankful to have you, a company trying to hire you,
Book
or
you,
people
some
trying to
people
sell you
book
stuff.
you.
Like, what's the?
Okay, so weirdos. Oh my god. Would probably be like, I would say like 30%.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, yeah, I don't get like crazy. Sometimes like randomly I'll get like those weird pictures. And I'm just like, what? Like, why? You know,
Yeah.
like why?
Accept to view.
Why are we doing this?
Right.
Like, who raised you? Like,
Man, you be surprised how many times that works. I've had guys be like, I just send it and
no,
they replied. And I'm like, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, block. You're blocked. Like, I'm blocking. That's it.
Instant
And then
block.
I do get a lot of like females that reach out to me, and you know, they send me their little messages that I inspire them and that they've been following me for a while. So that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good.
You are a great person for a lot of people from all over the world, right? Not just America. And I feel like, would you maybe sometime in the future want to pursue that as like something maybe that can grow a little bigger than you, maybe leave a legacy in a sense?
Yes, definitely. I get a lot of love from like, you know, like South America.
Yeah. What was that show? They hired security to protect you.
In Chile.
In
That
Chile.
was cool.
That was legit.
Chile was
security.
cool. I had like
What's up with that?
guards
Even those
walking.
too?
It was super cool.
Here's the thing.
yeah.
What's your theory,
The
Los?
Latin shows are cool. But I think, you know, like to us here in the States, me, Allison, a lot of big names in the industry can go to shows and people, even though they follow you and they admire you, they'll show love, but they also respect your space. A lot of these land countries that I've been to them, sometimes they don't get any type of names coming in their cities.
No.
So for her to come, it's like, or A-Rod, it's like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like a
especially
real, it's like
A-Rod.
Bad Bunny showing up. They
Yes,
want to grab you and hug
yes,
you. And, yeah, so
yes.
they had to hire security
And you
for
know
her.
what? It feels honestly, security was really like on me, and I had to tell him like, "Yo, chill out. Let me, let me interact with them. Like, let me take pictures." And like, people were, pushing and shoving, and I'm just like, "What the?" Like, it was crazy, but at the same time, I was like, "Wow, this is awesome." Like,
What's
they're
the
like.
craziest interaction you've had with someone?
Yes. What up?
This guy got like my name tattooed on him.
What?
In Chile, yeah. He was like, look.
But
and
hold
I'm
on.
like,
How do we know that wasn't?
That's what I said, and I'm like, that can be like your sister, your girlfriend. And
Did it
he's
just
like,
say
"No,
Allison or
it
with
had-
your last
No,
name?
it had like Allison, like in like really pretty cursive, and it was like really fresh too.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, and I'm like, that can be your sister.
Daughter.
He's from Chile, like.
Right.
Alison.
Allison's like a white girl name, I feel.
That's true, because I just said Alison.
Allison.
Alison.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you hear Allison, you don't really hear
Not in Chile.
too many like Hispanics. with
Right.
the
Yeah,
name
you're probably the only
Allison.
Allison
Yeah.
I know that's Hispanic.
Yeah.
Now,
hear
do you
a
know
lot
what-
of
Yeah,
gringas.
yeah.
Do you know where your name came from?
My sister, she's got it off of some show for what is it? 102.
10210?
What is it?
90210?
Yes, that show.
Oh, no
She
way.
asked, I was like, I asked my mom, why Allison? She's like, Monica named you. And I'm like,
It's ese TV show de 9804.
and so I asked her, and she's like, I got it off this show. And I'm like, that's such a like a
Allison.
gringa name, Allison.
And what
It's
year
the-
were you born?
93.
So that was probably like a time where Latinos started taking over. So they probably wanted you to shine. Like Allison, she's gonna blend right in with all the all the güeros and everything.
You know, a lot of people think I'm white.
You don't look white at all.
I don't. But in Miami, people do think that I am either Colombian or they ask me like, "Are you white?" And I'm like,
Really?
"No."
With them dark roots?
With them, hey,
Not in a bad way. I'm just saying. Like,
hey.
my bad. I didn't mean to call you out.
I just got my hair done, but
No, it looks good. I'm just saying. I just didn't know that was.
yeah. I guess because of the blonde, they don't really. You know hair. You
Yeah.
can see. Oh, that's not her natural hair, guys.
Look, Carlos is like, what are you talking about?
Right, I'm so
Like,
lost.
you see?
He's like,
I'm so lost.
Carlos is like, wait,
But
what?
back to the millions and millions of views. Allison.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
what would you say was your first turning point? Would you say that made you kind of get that momentum where you're at right now?
Well, so the video, well, the reel, Randy and I were shooting a
did
reel.
you expect it to go that hard first?
No.
Okay.
And Randy was like, wait, hold on. Let me get this quick little, this little clip of you. And I'm like, okay, shout out to Randy, my videographer.
Shout out to
Randy.
I thought it was Poppy's videographer.
No, it's mine.
Oh, okay.
It's mine.
Randy's the goat.
We're gonna need Randy to confirm this real soon.
Yeah, shout out to
Randy.
Randy. He's my videographer. He knows all my angles. He knows exactly what I like, what I don't like.
I see you
It's
bought him a
just-
pair of shoes.
I did.
That was the nicest thing ever, man.
It's because you know what? I felt really appreciated.
That's awesome.
Like he's the one behind the camera. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel like not a lot of people know. Well, who shoots your videos? Who does this? So I feel like I got him a little gift. I was like, get him some sneakers.
Yeah, them sneakers, like, dude, it's such a little thing, but I'm sure Randy, like, I seen his
was.
repost, and I was like, oh, you see people like that, they appreciate it.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, wait, what? For real? And I'm like, yeah, they're yours.
Stop
He's like,
capping.
he's like, no, Allison, no, for real. And I'm like, Randy, yes. He's like he was like kind of like didn't know what to say, and I'm like, "Dang."
So you posted the video, and was it like any other video you just posted and you were like,
yeah,
all right, I'm
yeah, I
gonna go.
posted it, and then
Do you have your notifications on?
I don't,
Okay.
I don't because
That shit would be
forget
crazy.
it. Yeah,
you have
I
it at Do
don't.
Not Disturb,
I
right?
have it on Do
Yeah,
Not
same.
Disturb.
Low
So then I
subscription.
went in a couple hours, and I was like, oh wow, okay, like it's hitting. And then in the morning, I'm like, yo, what? Like,
Is
it
that
just kept
overnight shit?
going. It was overnight. It kept going. It kept going. And then Randy was like, yo, Allison, look at the views you have on this. Like, he screenshot it.
What was it at the time?
I think it was like 4 mil or something like that. I don't know.
Wow.
Dude, it just went skyrocket
Wow.
quick.
Now, let me ask you this. I've gotten videos to go viral, nowhere near 20 million, but it got to the point at one point where I'm like, I'm not reading these fucking comments. Like, now it's gone beyond my control. I can't even keep up with what they're saying. So
Yeah.
I start ignoring it. From what you know, what's mainly the conversation in the comment
Oh
feed?
my gosh, the comments are so mean.
What?
I swear.
Why?
So the reason behind the comments, there was mainly dudes like bashing me, like dudes.
We all know why we're looking type shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like, oh my god, like why, like what was this real for? And then they're like, people were going back and forth, and then I have these random, like my supporters.
Right.
They were like, yo, she looks good, like bro, they like just going
Yeah.
back and forth. And then I had a couple females on there hating hard.
Were they barbers?
No,
Okay.
they weren't barbers. They were just like random girls. The girls that I didn't
Yeah, you
that
know.
don't even follow. Yeah, that don't even follow me.
What type of things would they say?
They were like, there's this one girl. She just kept going and going. But I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna get back on there and be
Right.
like, oh, you're like,
Yeah,
shit for what? It's just
Right.
like whatever. Misery loves company. I'm not gonna like,
Facts.
add on to it. So she sat there and wrote. She say, oh wow, these female barbers nowadays can't even respect themselves, and they just want to be out there, showing their body. And I'm like, girl, I was wearing black leggings and a jacket.
Right. Yeah. It
Like,
wasn't.
what
yeah.
is wrong?
What
What?
was it
Hold
about?
on. So let me finish. So I'm like, who is this girl? I'm not gonna throw names out there. I hope she's. I hope
you
she
watch
watches-
this.
I hope you're watching this. No, but I went to her profile and I'm like, what? She had like videos of her twerking on a boat.
Do I know this person?
No. You
Okay,
don't
good, good.
No. It was just some random girl. Like, wow, she doesn't respect herself. And
Nah,
like,
tripping.
she needs, tripping. And then there's some other girls that added on to it, and they were just going back and forth. And then I was like, hey, you know what? Let me comment. And I was like, oh wow, ladies, thank you for the feedback. I'll do better next time. Smiley
You've
face.
always been very self-aware too, so it's like that's just helping the algorithm. That's helping the post itself.
I'm like, you guys are, giving me views. Like, whether they're negative or positive, I don't really care. It doesn't affect me. Like, it doesn't really, it doesn't get under my skin. It's just people that are, that hate for no
Yeah.
reason.
I
It's
mean,
just
yeah.
like, what am
People-
I doing wrong? What am I doing that is affecting you? Like, what is it that I'm doing, like, for you to, like,
think it's just-
continuously comment
to a certain
negativity?
extent, you kind of have to empathize and like kind of just put
It's a
yourself
ref-
in
yeah.
their situation.
It's a reflection of who they are. I've heard it before. Somebody said it. When people comment negative stuff, that just means they're upset at themselves. They're mad at. It's
That's
a reflection of who they are. Because no one, and I promise you this, no one that is truly happy or is truly enjoying what they're doing for a living is gonna go on your shit and comment anything negative. It's people that are miserable for
random.
themselves.
Right.
Yeah. But so that leads me to my next question. So you don't take any of this personal.
I don't take anything personal.
Beautiful. I don't think people should.
Yeah, for what?
I do
It's
sometimes.
You take it
do?
personal?
To a certain extent, I feel like you really have to be super self-aware and look at a comment. You're like, okay, is there some type of truth to this? Okay, maybe I'll put it in my pocket. Maybe I'll save it for later. But in and of itself, like, I think it's just self-awareness, kind of like I was saying. But you're pretty self-aware in a sense where, like, you know yourself, you know your strengths, your
And it's like
weaknesses.
they comment like, "Oh, the BBL." Like, I know I don't have a BBL, so
Right,
like,
and
why
you're
am I gonna?
completely right. Like,
Yeah, why
is there
am I-
some type of truth to that? And then you
Yeah,
go
like,
ahead and
why am I
rationalize
gonna
that
go
comment.
on and be like, "No, I don't." Like, I don't.
Yeah,
have a BBL.
defend
Like,
yourself.
For what?
Yeah,
Like,
nah,
I don't
fine.
have to prove anything
So
to anybody.
what was it about that video that blew up that you did differently that you didn't do in your other videos?
Well, it was a 6-second reel.
6 seconds.
It was 6
I was
seconds.
4 seconds off.
There you
Damn.
go.
It's 4 seconds off.
10
And of course,
super
it was,
short
it
reels.
was a side profile. Of
Was it a
me.
video or a boomerang?
So the,
No, it was
the
a video.
beginning started with you. And
It was
There's
a-
no
with-
beginning. The beginning, the middle, and the end is the
It's
same
the
shit.
same thing. It's just me like cutting hair, cutting
But
my client.
it's very cinematic. It's got
Actually,
the angle.
yeah, it brings a great point, which I was telling Ricky earlier. I just made a video on my phone and it just got like 3 mil plus, and it's like the
Oh.
exact same like
It's just six, like short.
exact same setup.
Yeah.
There's a female. She looks awesome.
Okay.
It's gonna capture the eyes. 2, it's engaging. I had the gimbal with the stabilizer move
Okay.
around, so that's like already like boom. And then a 3, like I had the train pass by.
Yeah.
gonna be
Did
more
you see that one,
engaging.
Allison?
Which-
And you know the beautiful thing about it too, it's short, sweet, to the point, 7 seconds.
That's
Yeah,
how
it
long
was
that
to the
video
point.
is.
So I mean, Allison got 2 of those. It's engaging, and then right away she's amazing. She looks amazing. She's
Thank
you know
you.
I'm sure you had your hair did, and Randy got the angles.
And
So I
Randy
think-
had the angles.
I think it's a
Yeah.
common theme, and I'm so happy that even Los and like people like Randy and everyone else is kind of like really recognizing what the algorithm or how we kind of consume things that's more psychological rather than actual, oh, let me make the absolute best edit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all psychology, right? So
Yeah.
if you scroll down, first thing you see is Amazing Allison. You're gonna
There's a lot of things that draw you to that. The fact
Exactly.
that you're a barber, the fact that people that don't normally know anything about barbering see a female like you cutting hair, to them they're like, "Whoa, this is new. This is refreshing. What's going on here? Damn, it's only 6 seconds. Let me watch it again. Who is this girl?" So it brings a lot of questions, and people want to pursue.
you
it.
also have to think about it for long term because the people who are gonna be looking at that, because I only use I'll put it like this, I might get heat for it, my girl card here and there. I use it for that video.
girl or growth.
girl
Oh, girl
because you
card.
need a girl so for it to be
Well,
like right
one
away.
of the main reasons why I love doing female haircuts on
Right.
models because
There you
girls
go.
capture the attention
Exactly.
instantly.
Instantly, yeah.
Yeah, even at a show, I'm always looking for a girl because anyone could walk and see a guy get a design and be like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool."
whatever.
But you
Right.
see a girl shaving her head off, getting a piece
Right.
done, that becomes more of a like, "Oh,
It's
crap."
a lot more engaging for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
So how many followers did you get off 20 million views?
I got over the 100,000.
Over 100.
So are those
Yeah.
I guess it's a good question to ask now that we're in the topic. Are those followers, did you recognize if any of them have yielded great results for you in terms of like opportunities, or is it like what percentage of them are like just random guys or
Yeah, it was just a bunch of like random people.
random dudes?
Yeah, random
and
dudes.
has it yield great results for your analytics?
I mean, okay, like my following, I got them so quick that I haven't really had the time to be like, okay,
Study
are
who
these
they are,
people?
yeah.
Then the DMs started just coming in and like just flooded and
That's insane.
but a lot of people were, took the time out to like send me a nice message and just tell me like, hey, like I've never seen a female barber. You're doing your thing. Like that's what's
so
up.
That's
Like,
awesome.
and then of course I'm pretty sure they've seen the negative comments and they were like, like don't listen to them. They're just haters and
Oh,
like,
that's
trying
awesome.
to like encourage me. So
Right.
it's really cool. And I'm like,
That's all low.
thanks. So I do comment. I take the time to comment back to them.
That's
For
awesome.
sure.
It's a
I
lot
take
of
the
work.
time to.
Yeah, I
It
try
is
my
a lot
best
of
for
work,
sure.
but when they really mean it, when it comes from the heart, I feel like
Yeah.
I need to sit down and kind of like, you know,
Yeah, they pulled their hearts out just to give you
exactly,
some type of
exactly.
like.
So I'll sit there and I'll comment or I'll DM them back and
That's how you build a
kinda-
community.
Exactly, yeah. But like for random like DMs, like these just
Right, it's
weird
just
DMs, like yo, like what?
Yeah.
Or like just
no.
like weird stuff. I get a lot of weird stuff.
And that's like kind of
weird.
my thing. And this is kind of like me playing devil's advocate in terms of like the longevity of putting yourself in like that type of content. It works, right? It gets views.
Yeah.
But I guess for the long term, what I also look out for, the reason why I don't try not to like get too like, you know,
Emotional.
no like maturity with like, you know how like some people, photographers, like take pictures of all these girls and they get explicit content, this and that. But in terms of like the following for that, like that photographer, I don't know if he's later gonna be branching out in different verticals of businesses to do like other stuff, or if it's like, yes, you're getting the views, you're getting the traction, you're getting like a lot of great momentum and following, but are those followers in and of itself gonna provide
Are gonna
or yield
help,
great
yeah.
results for the brand?
Yeah, because if you get a bunch of weirdos following you, it's not gonna be the same thing as actually getting people that are in the industry that are following you.
Right. And
They're gonna
Allison, the way
interact.
she's doing by connecting with the community, I think it's a great way for her for you just to showcase,
So
help
the
people out.
talking about all that, the blue check mark. I see you're not paying for it. We need to know why. I mean, not that
I
you
don't
you
wanna
should.
throw
Hold on.
shade.
No, here's the thing, but this is
Throw all the
this is
shade.
the Latino shade room.
No.
No.
This is
Look, you don't have to talk about any person individually or anything. We just kind of want your opinion on it. I know you can get a blue check mark now if you wanted to, but I want to know your reasonings why you don't think you deserve one,
Okay, so
or not deserve one. Why you don't want to have one?
I had seen a couple people with it, and I'm like, oh shoot, like
What's
yo,
happening?
congratulations, and they're like, no, you can pay for it now, and I'm like, what do you mean you can pay for it? Yeah, and I'm like, oh man, like that sucks. Like it kind of like takes away from it. You know?
True.
It's like that blue check is like you well earned. Like you earned that blue check.
True.
Now that anyone can pay $15. What is it? $15?
Yeah, right. Those 50,
14.99.
50.
That's like what 120
yeah.
dollars a year.
Okay.
140.
What is it? Something like that.
Yeah.
120 something.
Yeah, give or take.
I don't know. I just like feel like I shouldn't have to pay for it.
True. No,
It
I
just
facts.
takes out the meaning of it. I was gonna do
Well,
it
what
at first.
what is the meaning for it? The meaning for a blue verification mark is to say that, hey, no other account is Allison other
Exactly.
than this account.
Exactly.
So you don't think that's a good enough reason to get it, just so people, if they decide to make a fake Allison Cuts account, at least people be like, well, the one that's verified is actually her real account. Or if you do business with people
But I
in the
mean,
future.
can't they buy one also and be like,
No. But you have to send your photo ID and you have to do all this extra work to make sure it's you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll verify.
It isn't
That
just
makes sense.
Yeah, they have to verify that it's you. You have to send your ID, your driver license, your photo, your cover page has to be you. It can't
You
be
see, I didn't think of it that way.
Right. So now, because you being somebody that's, I'm sure you've had fake accounts before, right?
Yeah, I've had fake
So
accounts.
imagine people trying to find, oh, I heard about this Allison Cuts barber, and they search, just like you would search Selena Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to find a million accounts, but which one's her?
Exactly.
The
yeah.
one that's verified, right?
The one that's
So
verified.
I think but I tell people this, for business purposes, I'm a business, Los is a business. It's good to have it while it's still so new. A lot of people aren't aware that you can pay for it because I'm still getting the benefits from it. People see you're verified. It's a good look when it comes to business inquiries and all that. But yeah, do I have a
So you
feeling?
make a valid point now. You
It
know
adds
what I
a
mean?
layer of security too.
I didn't think
That
of it
too.
that way. I just thought like, dang,
That's the re-
anybody can.
that's the-
Anybody can.
It's going to cost you $15 a month to say that's the
gym
real
membership.
Allison.
Yeah.
Shit, what gym you go to for under,
For real, what's-
under $15 a month?
Well,
Sheesh.
there's some for like $10.
Where do you go? Charter?
What's that?
Oh, do you go to what's the other one? The Planet Fitness?
Oh no, I go to LA Fitness. That one's
And
like
then-
LA
$30.
Fitness?
Yeah,
They
I
have
was-
some for like $10.
Yeah, but are you going
$1
there?
down, $10.
Are you going there? with pizzas every month? Like
Oh
for,
no, it's every Wednesday.
every Wednesday.
Wow.
What's going
That's
on?
fine, though.
Oh man, I'm
I
not
mean-
throwing shade. I swear.
So,
But it's funny.
what was your shade behind it?
No, I mean, it's just like when I seen it, I'm like, wow, like it kind of just, you know, I
What's
kind
going
of
on?
felt like it defeated the purpose of it. But now, you know, that you explained that point, I feel like
In case you were
It's
wondering
cool.
why some people in the room got it, I get it. I know people are gonna be
but
like,
a lot of people are on IG like
yeah, people that
talking smack, like oh, and then they have it now, and I'm like, dude, all
Papito Bless Hands being one of them. This guy was going
Papito.
crazy.
He was going, yeah,
And-
he was going crazy. He was going crazy. But not only him, there was a lot of other people like throwing shade at other people. I'm like, that's why you should never throw shade online, or like
It'll
you know,
backfire on you.
because then it backfires. Because then if you're doing it as well, you're like, damn, all that shit you were
So,
talking.
somebody
you're
brought
now-
up a good point about once enough people get it, they're gonna have a gold check mark.
That's what I yeah.
Yeah, and then that's
Yeah,
gonna be
we
like
were
the
talking about
official.
that.
That's gonna be like
was
the
it. That's
official.
gonna be the new yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, oh fuck, I want that.
Oh
gold.
man.
Hierarchy of check
Now we
marks.
gotta pay $40 a month for that.
No, this was gonna be like the original. You have to get. You
So
have to
then you're gonna
qualify.
have the blue check mark and
To-
a gold check mark, or they're just gonna like
Which I don't know.
swap it out.
Right.
That's a good question. I got
Instagram
I got what's his name?
making money.
What's his name from Facebook? Meta.
Mark Zuckerberg.
I got Mark. I'll text him later see what he says.
For
But
they
you
should have
have-
done
you
like
have
a
the blue
like
check?
a
I got it. Yeah, I got it for
Okay.
that because here's the thing. I hit up Papi, and this is Papi's this fucking hustler. Hit him
Shout
up,
out, Papi.
and I screenshotted his page because one day I'm scrolling and it just comes up, and I was like, whoa,
You're like, wow.
like this guy just randomly got verified. That's what's up, and he didn't post about it. He didn't say anything. Just casual as up. So I shot him a screenshot of his page, and I'm like, yo, that's what's up. How'd you get it? And then he's like, oh, I got a PR, paid like $3,000 for it. This and this and that. So I'm like, what's up? You got me?
No, he didn't.
No, of course he didn't. But after I was like, you got me, I'll send you the money
No.
right now. I was like in a way testing
Oh,
him.
okay.
I'm like, bet, I'll send you $3K right now. And then he was like, nah, you can pay for it now. And then I was like, oh, and then what really got me, and this is like no shade at all. It was just funny to me because it was just like, whoa, when I seen Randy get it. When I see Randy get verified, I was like, oh,
Yo, Randy
snap.
deserves to be
Of-
verified.
100%.
And without the $15.
I'm verifying. We're all verifying Randy right now. But it was just funny because I was like, it caught me off guard. I'm like, damn, Randy and Papi. So then me and Lowe's looked into it. But like I said, it's still so new that I can get the benefits from it because a lot of people aren't aware that you can pay for it. Sooner or later, it's going to be known all over, and then people are going to keep yapping. But this is why it's fun to be ahead of the game all the time. Because if it does get to that point where it doesn't become cool or something shifts, I'll be able to move accordingly. Because what you don't want is, when the whole world has it, and it's actually...
No, because then I'll get the gold one.
Maybe if you keep going the way you're going, you're gonna get officially verified.
I like because I want the gold
Did you
one.
change your mind, Allison? You think maybe you'll lean towards the getting it now?
Maybe if you guys start a GoFundMe for the 128.
How do you feel about people
Smart.
asking for money?
Strategizing.
If all my followers just sent $1,
Oh, $1. Dude,
I could-
if you think about it though, that would be so fire, right? Imagine all of your followers
I
sending
mean,
you $1.
you can do that. I don't think I could do that.
No,
I
I
mean,
would not do that.
I
no,
mean,
I'm not saying you will.
No,
I
yeah,
said
but no,
you-
I would never do that.
I think people be like, I'll send 75 cents, at least something.
But like, if you think about it, imagine if like really like all your followers send you $1.
Oh, I'll be killing it, bro. But I
Would it
wish-
go against your morals?
It would go against my morals.
Yeah, it's
It would
a
definitely
straight
would.
sin. It's a super sin.
It's a super.
But so I was just thinking about this earlier. I was gonna say you're the only female in level 3, but then I thought about Nicole.
Nicole.
Nicole's in it, but I think you're the one that's more active with us. We just came from Dubai. You're doing a lot of international. You're doing a lot of stuff here. How's it feel to be one of the like hottest? And I don't mean that in a physical form. I mean that just in general. You're one of the hottest female barbers in the industry today, and then to be in a room or in a house full of all lions. Yeah, like I mean everybody in level 3 from Benchy Sky. I mean everybody's a monster. For people outside looking in, what advice or what can you share for them?
You know when it hits me is when I see the flyers, like the flyer for this show that we're attending.
ABS.
it was like A-Rod, Poppy, you, Sky, Benji,
Yeah.
and then it's me, and I'm like, yo, that's dope.
That's dope. So
I'm on that flyer.
That is
That's
kinda
super
cool, yeah.
cool. Like, you know, it hits me when I, see like flyers and stuff like that. As a female barber, you definitely have to have tough skin
yeah,
because you're around men. You're in a male dominant industry. Like you have
you learn
to
a lot
have
about guys, traveling with guys.
a lot. I know more than I should. I should. I think. We're even working in the barbershop. I
Yeah.
work with like 12, no, like 13, 14.
You're still at a barbershop right now,
I work 2 days a week.
and you're doing SMP,
And I do SMP, and then I shoot content with Randy.
and you travel.
And I travel.
Guys,
And I go to the gym to get this
She's
BBL,
clocked in.
to get my BBL looking right.
Snatch. Oh, and one thing that I want you guys to know too. So I mean, dude, there's a lot of things that I could talk and give you roses for, but one of the things that I have to give you roses for, Allison, not only, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, bro, because there's a lot of females in this industry, but there's very few females that are like you. Like I could count them in my hand, if that. You're such a down-to-earth person, man. You're so cool. You're not stuck up at all. You're not cocky at all. You give everybody the time of day. But most importantly, the fact that you can cook. I always compliment all your stories when I see you cooking. This girl gets down, guys. Like, I'm telling you, she ain't making no huevos con tortilla. Like, she doing, what is that? Chile rellenos, like real dishes. Real Mexican dishes. And it's so rare to see that in females now. So, why you're almost 30, I guess you're career driven, but why you're still single and have no kids, I don't know, man. But a girl like you is definitely a catch, and I mean that with all due respect. You're an old soul in a female body. Like you have those traits that my mom has, and I've noticed that, and I think a lot of guys in the team can say that as well. So whoever snatches you up, guys, she's single.
Whoever snatching you up.
She's single.
Oh my
Snatch, and no pun intended.
Yeah, I just don't like, I don't like to, my personal business, I won't throw it out there. Like, people ask me, are you single or are you not? I don't really respond to it,
Because I'm
just
just
feel
assuming.
like
I don't know. I'm
because-
just assuming.
Once you tell someone you're in a relationship, that's when the
Shit goes
drama
downhill.
starts. That's when guys, they want you more because it's just,
Oh.
it's dumb.
So
Even
many simps out there.
vice versa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same. Yeah.
You put a ring on your finger, and now you have all these girls, hovering over you.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
when you were single, it was like, okay, whatever.
where was all that energy? But when I was single,
You know what I mean? So that's why I don't really like post about like,
Your private life is your
my
private
life, yeah, because it's just I feel like it's nobody's
Then
business.
I stand corrected. I shouldn't assume. I don't know your situation. I shouldn't have spoke on it. But I definitely wanted to give you props on the fact that you
you.
cook. Damn. I mean,
Yeah. Dude, I
fuck.
love to cook. Yeah.
And
So
I know
during the week, I
one of these days when we do like Orlando Premiere or we do Dubai or somewhere where we have a kitchen,
Oh, for sure.
we gotta go grocery shopping
For
and
sure.
go to town. Yeah, I have
for sure, I will. Yeah, I'll make homemade chile, everything.
You got so much
I even
wisdom.
toast the jalapeno.
Bro, she's a fucking Latina to the fullest.
Where
I'm
did that
telling you
come
guys.
from? Where did that stem from?
My
you
mom.
think?
Her mom. El Paso, bro. She's from
mom.
El
'Cause
Paso.
I know you said you had
My
a
mom
different
can
relationship.
No, but my mom can
Yeah.
cook.
You never thought about opening a restaurant?
No, not really.
I never tasted your cooking. It just looks fire.
But it tastes fire also. It does. I learned
sure,
from my mom. Just watching my mom, like the way she make the sopita, the way she
Yeah,
like
all that.
grills everything on the comal, like just learned it from her. There's things that I'm like, hey mom, how do you do this again? Or how do you? She's like, this. Okay, cool, got it.
But that's dope that you actually just enjoy cooking.
Yeah, I
And,
do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
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 I
yeah.
could tell. I see you in your stories. Or-
I made Randy some sopita one time.
I remember.
I
you
made too
posted it.
much. I made too much, and I'm like, Randy, I'm gonna bring you some sopa. He's like, yeah, for sure. And he was sitting on the couch, and I'm like, Randy, what do you think? He's like, 10 out of 10. 10 out
Yo,
of 10.
it's nothing.
10 out of 10.
When you live the lifestyle that we all live here in this room, it's nothing like a home cooked meal. Like you crave that so, man. Like when I go to Dallas to visit my family, I treat my mom like a restaurant. I'm like, hey mom, I'm gonna be there Saturday or Sunday. On Saturday, I would like the chilaquiles you make me. On Sunday, make the ceviche.
Con un huevo.
Yeah, like I already, cause
qué
she
rico.
man, I go there and I just eat so good. And there's nothing like it. But when we were young, when we were kids, I don't know if you had this growing up, Los, but I would always tell my mom like, oh, we want McDonald's, we want this. I comida en la casa. I comida en la casa. There's always
Oh
food
my
at home.
gosh, my mom all the time. My mom would
food at
make
home.
tacos, sopita, arroz. Like she would have it. I'm like, mom. She's like, Allison, I made food. No, I want McDonald's. Now I'm like,
You crave that shit.
dang,
Right.
dude. Like, I took advantage.
Things,
I
yeah,
took
things have
advantage. I
changed.
definitely took advantage of it, but now I mean I can,
All right, guys, we got to close it out in
Chop
the
it up.
next couple minutes. But before we close it up, I want to talk to you. Are you excited for this weekend? We are ABS Chicago.
Yes, 3-day show.
It feels so good to have another show, but in Chicago. I don't have to fly out. You guys are flying in. This is why you're here. What can you expect? What are you excited for? What can you
What are you
expect?
looking forward to?
The fact that
Ooh, the
you
Barber
guys are
stage
here,
with Mr. Official.
that you're on stage with Mr. Official.
Yes.
And it's 80 in Chicago right now.
It's beautiful.
It's so rare. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
We're about to go enjoy that.
No, but I'm excited. I saw my schedule and I'm like, okay, I'm with
Who are you going
Mr.
up?
Official.
And then Sunday, you know your schedule for Sunday?
Sunday is I think I'm with Platano on Sunday.
Okay,
I
Gucci
think I
Platano.
think I might. But on the Barber stage, I'm with Mr. Official.
That's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I know.
We got Ricky.
Because I don't think I've ever shared. Have I shared a stage with Mr. Official? I've shared a stage with you in Dubai.
Did we?
Yeah.
Was it when you were sick as hell and I had to hold you down? Was it? Okay. See, that's why I don't remember it much because I think you were really out of it.
I was out of it, but I still went on that stage. I
Killed
said,
it.
there's
Made it
no
happen.
way
And-
I'm not getting on this stage in Dubai. I'm sick, but
Fun fact:
Lucky
we
him.
get to Dubai. First day's awesome. Second day, Allison comes down with the craziest bug, super sick, fever. She's out for the first day, out for the second day. Still goes to the show, gets me sick, and then it gets better. And then I get sick the last 2 days, and on the last day I couldn't even go to the show. I was out.
we didn't go the third day.
So with that being said, thank you for getting me
made it
sick.
happen.
We got Jackie sick too, a little bit.
Jackie got sick. I
The
think
second day.
First day.
Was it
No,
her that?
I think she got
Yeah,
sick.
she got
She
sick.
got the first day, and then
You
it,
got the second,
and
then
then
I
you
got
got
the
the
third.
third.
Motherfucker. So, with that being said, I'm excited for this weekend. We're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Los is gonna be out of town. He's gonna be in Vegas for a video or what?
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately,
sorry.
yeah. I would
No.
love to join you guys, but we all have to go sometimes our separate ways just so we can
Yeah.
come back
of
stronger
course.
and
Yeah.
make it happen. But yeah, I wish you guys the best. Honestly, I'm looking forward to all the content that you guys are gonna be
It's gonna
doing.
be
And Randy,
exciting,
I know is
yeah.
gonna be.
We got some
Oh,
monsters.
Randy's
Ball.
gonna be there. Shout out to Randy, my
Yeah.
videographer.
And then we got Ricky on some BTS. We're gonna get cool footage. When Cheddar asked us for the white shot stage, I'm like, bro,
Cheddars.
what? I was like, what are you talking about? So
Cheddar.
we're gonna make sure Ricky gets that for us this week. But with that being said, girl, thank you. We were about to go to rehearsals. We could be here for another 20 minutes. We gotta go to rehearsals, and it's about an hour drive. So with that being said, Allison, it's a fucking honor. Let me praise you.
Thank
It is an
you.
honor to have you in the.
What do you
Cut
wanna tell the
podcast.
world?
Yeah, if you have to leave one solid message for the world before we get out of here, make it a good one. The stage is yours.
Peace and love for the world.
Good. Hey,
Peace and
amen
love.
to
That's
that.
it. Peace and love.
Hey, there you go. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in and stay tuned. We got some more fire episodes coming soon. Let's go. Yeesh.
That was
All right,
fire.
we gotta go.